What's going on YouTube? So thank you today. Today we've got the comparison of the Samsung Galaxy S3 and the Samsung Galaxy S4. Now as ever with the Samsung Galaxy S3, which is one of the most successful phones of 2012, we've got the Samsung Galaxy S4, which is most anticipated successful phone of 2013. The S3 had multiple variants, of course, depending on cameras and locations. So they had a dual core with 2GB and a quad core with 1GB, similar with the S4. However, in this case, we've got a quad core with 2GB or an octa core with also 2GB. In terms of thickness and design, it's pretty much the same. It hasn't really changed too much physically, although the back of the S4 is now slightly more of a square form factor as opposed to the S3, which is more curved. This means that gripping is actually slightly easier. Personally, I still think that the S4 has a nicer design in comparison to the S3. The S3 has a slightly cheaper plasticky feel in comparison to the S4. The S3 I have right here is actually running Ice Cream Sandwich 4.1.2, however the S4 right here is Jelly Bean. However, I find that with Jelly Bean there's slightly more integration in terms of Google, so you've got better options with Google now, and just the whole integration is less Samsung-y, if that's even a word, and more googly, if that's even another word. So we're just going to do a quick boot up test now. Now, really boot up tests really come down. They're not necessarily the best way of showing and identifying how fast or how good a phone is. You'll see that in comparison with the benchmark test that we do later on with these two devices, the boot up tests seem to be invalid, because I found that the S3 actually boots up probably about a second faster than the S4. Now, of course, there are factors such as the time that it took me to press the buttons and other things, but again, this isn't really the best way of testing the performance of the phone, but it is something that does come in interest to people. Now, I'm not actually going to put the full benchmark here as it is. It took about 3-4 minutes to finish the whole benchmark. There's a separate video on the channel, but this I used the Antutu Benchmark, and it goes through 2D, 3D gaming, as well as it goes to the GPU and CPU test and gives you a score of the two devices. So the S3 got 15,000 or about 16,000, and the S4 got 24,500. So as you can see, there's about 10,000 more better score in the S4 than the S3. Now, my take on the results shows that I don't really think it's necessary if you are a current S3 user to upgrade to the S4. I don't see as much of a big difference to suddenly just go out and spend quite a large amount of money, unless of course you've got some agreement with your operator, which means that you can get the S4 for a much lower price. Anyway, that's from Top Tech. If you guys are interested in more videos like this, don't forget to stay subscribed, and I'll catch you later.